true joy for me to stand here. You have no idea how honored I am for being part of a list that has some of the best professionals in the field. Some of them I admire since always, like models to follow. I started working at the age of 19 at the Museum of Contemporary Art. And 42 years later, I am still working in the art sector. I belong to the first generation of Brazilian professionals who devoted their energy and passion to the arts management. Educated to become an art historian, I understood at home how difficult artists' lives were. A bassoon player and composer, my father faced miserable days to provide a decent life for his family. When I graduated at the university, art history was no more a goal. I was looking for an orchestra, for a theater, for a dance company. Since then, different bosses, all men with only one exception, crossed my path. The majority never worked before or after in the cultural sector. Nevertheless, I am deeply grateful to some of them. They encouraged me, they opened doors, and respected my passion. And you now understand another facet of Latin America. The glass ceiling is thicker. Women cannot be bosses. We are the majority working in the cultural field, but bosses are men. I'd like to highlight 3 different moments of my career, which are points of inflection and had an impact on me. The first one was at the São Paulo Symphony Orchestra. The big opportunity to show our maturity and the right moment to prove that we are able to manage and plan like everybody else in the world. The chance to prepare on-site professionals who never worked before in an orchestra or even with arts. I named myself Chief Executive Officer, the first one in a Brazilian cultural institution. It was time to show that we existed. And since then, museums, orchestras, dance companies in Brazil have CEOs. We proved that public cultural institutions could have excellent values and international recognition. We built together a good model. My membership to ISPA is the second moment. I always knew that we learn and grow by comparing ourselves and building references. ISPA had this impact on me, and I realized that it was my task to open doors to my Brazilian and Latin American colleagues. Encapsulated, closed in our realities, we were far from what was going on in different countries and institutions. We were needy of fresh air, of sharing ideas and relations with international professionals, and we had many things to learn as well as to teach. It was a hard job that made me grow through good and very difficult lessons, but we finally are a representative voice in this organization. But we still have a long journey ahead. ISPA and other international organizations have an important task to conclude toward being really democratic, inclusive, and diverse. It's in our hands to help them move forward and become better. The first big goal is to spread part of the power. We do not change institutions without having the proper means. The third breaking point of my career started 10 years ago when I decided it was time to advocate in Brazil for a better music education and for musical institutions less conservative, more open to the poor, farther from the very elitist patterns. I am immersed in these activities and also grew up in a career of curator in challenging projects. However, what makes me different and immensely grateful at this point is that I am surrounded by fellows and friends who are leading different institutions and working in amazing projects. Many of them see me now as a mentor. They share dreams, problems, ideas, and projects. The best part of my career is the second family I built, a big one, spread out in dozens of countries, with a generous portion in Latin America and Brazil. This family makes my life better with its generosity, warmth, and care. I am a proud Brazilian civil servant, and I did my best to create a better environment for the arts. But I still have to work hard to honor this award. Only 12% of the population of my state ever went to a concert. Only 18% had the opportunity to go to a dance performance. Thank you all for sharing your friendship and love to the arts. This is what keeps driving me forward. And so, let's go, because we still have a lot to do.